Well, that's the kind of day we've got. It says there's snow. There is no snow. There's not even rain. There's some cloud above us which looks like it might contain a bit of snow, but I think if it's going to fall, it will fall either in that direction to sea or further north maybe. It's very strange, as John Lennon would sing. Well, this has been a long week, this. Even longer next week. My daughter's got all early starts. All 5 days next week. Early starts. Hopefully it's nowhere near as cold as it was though, because that just getting up, making a cup of tea and then going out and picking her up was a thing of the past last week. Every day I had to get out and dig the car out of 48 foot of snow or ice or something. Don't want that anymore. Don't mind a bit of snow occasionally, but those day after day after day where there's just ice constantly everywhere, I've had enough of that. We don't need that. Spring's round the corner. That's a good cup of tea, that. It is. You look at this now, it's 4:10. And this is still daylight. I know it turns fairly quickly, but 2 weeks ago this was pitch black, now it isn't. Just shows you how quickly it turns. I've got a good feeling about this year. I think it might be a good year. Health, wealth and head-wise it might be a good year. Calm down on the spending. Try and walk a little bit more. I've been hitting me 2,000 steps. I know it's absolutely awful, that, isn't it? 2,000 steps a day targets easily. I think it says the average is 5,500 to 6,000 steps for a man of my age. So doing a third of what normal people do doesn't seem enough, but to be fair, I'm not normal. But then you knew that. I think I need to up it down. At some point this year I need to up it. I need to go a little bit higher. Want to say hello? Hey-oh. I do, I need to up it slightly. Otherwise I've got no chance of ever getting out and going for a proper walk. And I made that mistake of watching that YouTube video the other day. What happens after a stroke and all that stuff? How long does it take to recover? And the expert says you'll have done pretty much all your recovering in the first 2 years after your stroke. After that, who knows? It's brilliant. It's been over 2 years for me and I'm nowhere near. Not good, is it? But you can't let that get to you. You can't just accept it. Even if it is true, you still got to push yourself. Because you never know. You never, ever know. One day there could be something just fires in your brain and down the arm, and next thing you know, you'll be doing jazz hands around the house because you can. Keep trying. I'm going to keep trying. Are you going to keep trying? In whatever's causing you problems at the moment. You want to try and work through it. Remember, there are no problems, there are merely solutions waiting to happen. Yeah, right. You know what I mean, don't you? If you let the little things in life get to you, you'd never leave the house of a morning. I hate that fatalism. Well, this could happen or that could happen. Yeah, anything could happen. That's the nature of life, isn't it? You would leave the house and a plane could fall out the sky and land on you. Very, very, very unlikely, but it could do. If you thought about things like that, you would genuinely never leave the house. But then you couldn't stay in the house because there's gas and electricity in there and all kinds. The house could fall down around you. You can't live your life scared of life. And you can't be hamstrung by everything that has happened to you. These are little knockbacks, setbacks, But you can either get over them or at least give it a bloody good go. Go down swinging, and I don't mean like that, you know what I mean? If you can't win, be the second best, be the first best, second best that the world's ever seen, or something like that, you know what I mean? Yep. So I'm going to try and, I'm not going to set targets as such, but I'm going to try and monitor how I'm getting on and see whether or not there are days when I can actively push myself. What I don't want is what I did last year, I think, or the year before, was it? Probably the year before, when I was pushing myself so much in an attempt to get better that I was constantly exhausted. So I couldn't even enjoy the benefits of improved health because I was just falling asleep on the sofa constantly. Balance and act, yin yang. I always go on about that, don't I? About the balance. You've got to find the balance in everything you do in life, between pushing yourself and exhausting yourself. That's the balance I need to find. There's a sweet spot somewhere. Occasionally I find it, but I don't know exactly where it is. Yeah, I've got this, and then the following day I think I do the same, and then I'm exhausted. So there's got to be a sweet spot. And when I find it, there'll be sweet. We'll get there. And if not, we'll have a laugh along the way anyway, won't we? And you can have a laugh because you'll see me falling over and crying in the sand and things like that. So, you know, swings and roundabouts, isn't it? Right. What do I want from Tesco? Apart from wine.
But he's obsessed with house prices and spends half his life in antique fairs looking for bargains and drinking wine. It's never beer, is it? It's always wine.
Why is it whenever I watch TV shows, travel documentaries, anything like that, when they go somewhere snowy, like northern Sweden, Canada, Siberia, wherever it is, look at it and think I would love to go there, go and frolic in the snow, be beautiful, watch the northern lights, absolutely stunning. Then we get a couple of cold days over here and I'm moaning. Always looks better, doesn't it, on the telly? Never happy, never bloody happy. Something's got to change.